Blog Talk Radio.
Talk about a lot of shit. My goals high as the tallest mountains. My mind, she don't wanna quit. I'ma climb up to the Hall of Fame, counting dollars on some baller shit. Free solo to the top and take your Grammys like I'm a robber bitch. White collar shit. Scream YOLO, but I think every life's another quick change on the stage. A fate to reincarnate on an opposite. Ride from whence we came, flip side of another shame. We played the game the same way, but with a different name, skin, and etiquette. Benefits, deficits, and prejudice of who we might have seen as our arch nemesis. With a bit more karma, hitchhike from my last life to the backside of our mastermind. Too bad we blind our third eye to calcify by fluoride to remember shit. Okay, yes, I will admit, I do like to talk a little bit. I bet you wish women were quiet, but listen, I could give a f***. I've been through some shit, I've learned too many lessons. I left to get the fuck off of my case. Out of my face, still living my best. I'll tell you my aces. Face it, I eat basic for breakfast and bad bitches for brunch. I'm on some next shit. I'm not Lorna, had to daughter with Madonna and a trap called Quest. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Don't need no bodyguards at my back. Batman just pack some camouflage. Don't want no diamonds on my neck. I'd rather have an entourage. No money in the bank, cause my soul is rolling gold and my spirit is older than the rhymes they wrote on ancient souls. Don't need no vacay out in Boca. I need Kundalini yoga. We need Trump and Peach. I need that beat to smoke some DMT. I'd take my showers in platinum powder if I hadn't blown all my loot on my first album. Magnum, ketamine, and Valium. I tried to steal Beyonce right up out from under Jay-Z. Turn her Pisces so my team could slay and make her my fiance. Pray at her pussy like it's the entrance to Eden, and she can tip that big black hat while I'm eating my way to heaven. I tour the world high as U.S. jet on a private jet, making groupies wet with no regrets, placing young money bets, making Republicans run for me when I run for president. But face it, man, I don't rake it in like a feminine Eminem. Yeah. Okay, yes, I will admit, I do like to talk a little bit. I bet you wish women were quiet, but listen, I could give a f***. I've been through some shit, I've learned too many lessons. I left to get the fuck off of my case. Out of my face, still living my best. I'll tell you my aces. Face it, I eat basic for breakfast and bad bitch for brunch. I'm on some next shit. I'm not Lorna, had to daughter with Madonna and a trap called Quest. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Ooh, somebody come and stop me now. I'm breaking down the barriers. Will sound like a tsunami now. Ooh, how many times can I still out? I'm waiting for my chariot and bow down, give me my crown. Ooh, somebody come and stop me now. I'm breaking down the barriers. Will sound like a tsunami now. Ooh, how many times can I still out? I'm waiting for my chariot and bow down, give me my crown. Taste it, I eat basic for breakfast and bad bitch for brunch. I'm on some next. I'm not Lorna, had to daughter with Madonna and a trap called Quest. Oh my God, 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 oh my God.
You know, it's rare when someone comes along. I need someone that will turn your world around. I need someone that will brighten your day, lift you up when you're down. That special someone, and that someone is you. Sit right there. Don't you go no mind. No matter where I go, passions overflow. There ain't nothing wrong with you loving me. There's no way that I can conceal. This love inside of me is so real.
Into a special segment of On the Move Unscripted. This segment is brought to you by Star Music Radio and Sirius Your Indie. And I have a special guest on today, Ariel Indigo, and she has come to share her new music with us. She has a new song. Well, actually, I think she has a whole new album, Angels and Aliens, and she has a song called Basics for Breakfast, which you heard when you first came on. Is that you, Ariel? Am I pronouncing your name right? Ariel?
Yep, you got me. Ariel Indigo. You got it just right.
Oh, my goodness. And you don't understand, I usually get names messed up, so I'm really proud of myself today. How are you doing?
You nailed it. I mean, not a hard one, but you got it.
I mess up the small, easy ones, so I'm really proud of myself. So, you calling out of L.A., Los Angeles, California?
That's right, calling out of L.A. Actually, right now it's a little rainy, I gotta say. It's been cold and rainy today, but the weather is a little bipolar. It's sunny and then rainy. How's it over there?
You know what? It's beautiful, but like you said, the weather is bipolar, and don't forget to change your clocks because I think it changes tomorrow. I think.
Oh shit! Really? Oh my goodness! I just said the S word.
That's okay.
I was only just notified before this that you guys do not allow expletives, so I'm really going to have to watch myself.
So I always like to take artists down the yellow brick road because I like to find out where their love of music came from and where their path started with music. So if you don't mind, take us down the yellow brick road to your path and start wherever you want to start at. Where did your love of music begin?
Oh, I love that you say the yellow brick road. That's so funny because my grandmother had this place that we called Oz because her and my grandfather, when they got it together, she said, because they are New Yorkers, you know, so he said, or she said, it's Oz. And he said, Oz? And from then it was Oz. Anyhow, the Yellow Brick Road, there's a lot of music in my family, and a lot of creativity, I think, all around. But my mother was a writer and a poet and a music artist, and my father was a leftist political writer and like a spiritual writer. So kind of came into a lot of creativity and, you know, came out singing.
So, have you ever been with any bands or anything?
Bands. No, I've pretty much always been solo, although I always did dream of being in a band like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs or something, so super punk rock hip-hop band or something, but nope, I've pretty much always been solo for some reason.
Oh, okay. So,
have you ever played in band?
No, I have not.
Oh, wait, I'm not the interviewer.
I am an artist like you, but I've never done bands. Although I did once think about doing like live music, you know, with the band, but it's never actually transpired. No. Mm-hmm.
Word. Wait, you're an artist too?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. That's why I love interviewing artists because I'm one too, so I understand the grind that the artists, especially indie artists,
that's
you know
so dope,
are grind. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, I won't start interviewing you. I apologize.
That's okay. I like the cover for Basics for Breakfast. Like that is really. So what? Those are hoping you eating. Is that Barbies?
Yeah.
Explain the concept for the cover.
Okay. So basically, it's me sitting on a table with a gigantic bowl full of milk and Barbies and a gigantic spoon, and I'm eating them. Because I think, like, when I first envisioned the video for the song, I had that image in my mind, like Basics for Breakfast. Like, yes, I'm sitting here eating a giant bowl of, like, all of these hot girls, and I'm, like, this giant, but, you know, that would have been, like, ridiculous to make and, like, super complicated, although the video did end up being kind of crazy in itself, but I still wanted it to, like, come through on the cover, you know? It was just, like, kind of a cool image that came into my head, so I was like, yes. Let us see, what is the visual aspect of eating Basics for breakfast? Well, it would be me at a table serving up hot girls for breakfast.
Wow. Okay, so Basics for Breakfast, where did you come up with the lyrics and the sound? It has a unique sound. I played it when the show first started. It's very unique sounding. So tell us about, like, the instruments or things that you use, or, you know, tell us about Basics for Breakfast.
Word. Well, it was one of those songs that kind of just, like, wrote itself, you know? It was just a quick one. Just got, like, channeled down really fast. But I think that, you know, I wanted to write something that was really, like, more straight hip-hop than I had done before, and just in the way of it being kind of like swaggy and like ego-y, you know, because I'm not usually writing from an ego place, but you know, in hip hop, like rap can be super braggadocious. So I think that like I wanted to write like a braggadocious hip hop song, but that's not really where it come from. So, or like you know, that's not really what my soul writes. So it's like, okay, write the braggadocious hip-hop song, but then, like, sneak in all the weird, like, socio-political and spiritual stuff.
I'm reading your bio, and I love what you said. You said you want to create music that is cross-genre in a way that breaks boundaries, not only in sound, but in content. I love that. Like, I love that because music, I was saying this to another artist the other day, music is so segregated now. You know what I'm saying? It's like either you listen to rock or you listen to rap or you listen to R&B or you listen to country. You got to go to this station for that music and this station over here for this music. It's like it's not the way it used to be when I grew up. When I grew up, you could turn on one station and hear all kind of different music. But now it's so much more segregated. What do you think about that?
Word. Well, thank you, first of all. And, yeah, I mean, that's really interesting. I mean, I think I grew up already hearing kind of, you know, music separated into certain things. But, I mean, I think it always bothered me, too, because I listen to all kinds of music, you know? Like, I listen to music of every genre, you know, back and every generation from the 20s until now, and sing along to all the songs. So, yeah, it pains me that music, and especially, you know, for music artists, I literally, like, hear music artists all the time being like, oh, but I feel like I want to make this kind of music, and then I want to make that kind of music too, though, but then, oh, are they going to understand me? And I'm like, dude, don't give a F about if anyone understands you. Just, like, make the music you want to make, mash it all together, you know? Like, do what you want to do. But, I mean, also, like, you know, even though the stations are separating them, the music itself has come together more than ever, you know? It's like EDM and hip-hop is in everything. It's like EDM and hip-hop are in pop more than ever, so even though it's like all separated, it's all like blending together as well, so it's almost like it's just like they try to separate it, but it's all just bleeding in. You can't keep it away from each other, you know? Like, it will mix and evolve and grow and blend and, you know, be what music artists are, which are wild and crazy and free and experimental.
Right. So for any listeners who you didn't catch Basics for Breakfast when we first came on, I want to play it now so that everyone can really hear, you know, and you call this alternative hip-hop. That's unique.
I guess so, yeah. It is weird hip-hop. Do you have the clean version? I was wondering.
I hope so. We're about to find out.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see.
We'll be right back, y'all. We have Ariel, Indigo on here, and we're about to play Basics for Breakfast. This is Patricia M. Goins, On the Move Unscripted, sponsored by Star Music Radio and Sirius Indie. Let's get into this tune. Be right back, y'all.
Talk about a lot of shit. My goals high as the tallest mountains. My mind, she don't wanna quit. I'ma climb up to the Hall of Fame, counting dollars on some baller shit. Free solo to the top and take your Grammys like I'm a robber bitch. White collar shit. Scream YOLO, but I think every life's another quick change on the stage. A fate to reincarnate on the opposite. Ride from whence we came, flip side of another shame. We played the game the same way, but with a different name, skin, and etiquette. Benefits, deficits, and prejudice of who we might have seen as our arch nemesis. With a bit more karma, hitchhike from our last life to the backside of our mastermind. Too bad we blind our third eye to calcify by fluoride to remember shit. Okay, yes, I will admit, I do like to talk a little bit. I bet you wish women were quiet, but listen, I could give a I've been through some shit, I've had run too many lessons. I lasted to get the fuck up my case. Out in my face, still living my best. I'll tell you my aces. Faces, I eat basic for breakfast and bad bitches for brunch. I'm on some next shit. I'm not Lorna, had a daughter with Madonna and a trap called Quest. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Don't need no bodyguards at my back. Batman just pack some camouflage. Don't want no diamonds on my neck. I'd rather have an entourage. No money in the bank, 'cause my soul is rolling gold and my spirit is older than the rhymes they roll on ancient souls. Don't need no vacay out in Boca. I need Kundalini yoga. We need Trump and Peach. Need that bitch to smoke some DMT. I'd take my showers in platinum powder if I hadn't blown all my loot on my first album. Magnum, ketamine, and Valium. I tried to steal Beyonce right about from under Jay-Z. Turn her spicy so my team could slay and make her my fiance. Pray at her pussy like it's the entrance to Eden, and she can tip that big black hat while I'm eating my way to heaven. I tore the world high as U.S. debt on a private jet, making groupies wet with no regrets, blazing placing young money bets, making Republicans run for me when I run for president. But face it, man, I don't rake it in like a feminine Eminem. Yeah. Okay, yes, I will admit, I do like to talk a little bit. I bet you wish women were quiet, but listen, I could give a fuck. I've been through some shit, I've had run too many lessons. I lasted to get the fuck up my case. Out in my face, still living my best. I'll tell you my aces. Faces, I eat basic for breakfast and bad bitch for brunch. I'm on some next shit. I'm not Lorna, had a daughter with Madonna and a trap called Quest. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Ooh, somebody come and stop me now. I'm breaking down the barriers. I sound like a tsunami now. Ooh, how many times can I say loud? I'm waiting for my chariot and down, bow down, give me my crown. Ooh, somebody come and stop me now. I'm breaking down the barriers. I sound like a tsunami now. Ooh, how many times can I say loud? I'm waiting for my chariot and down, bow down, give me my crown. Faces, I eat basic for breakfast and bad bitch for brunch. I'm on some next. I'm not Lorna, had a daughter with Madonna and a trap called Quest. Oh my God, 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 oh my God.
This is On the Move Unscripted, a special segment sponsored by Star Music Radio and Serious Trip Indie. And you just heard Basics for Breakfast by Ariel, Indigo. And I'm over here right now. I just went to YouTube, and I looked up, and I see that you have a music video for Basics for Breakfast. And actually, if you want, I subscribe to your channel. For anyone who wants to subscribe to her channel, you want to go to Ariel Indigo, spelled Eriel, and then Indigo. And it looks like, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet because I just looked it up, but it looks like it's a very well-shot video over here popping off. Like, what's up with that?
Oh, dude, you're going to love that video. You're going to be hyped on that video. I'm sad you haven't watched it yet. When we get off and you watch it, you're going to be like, what the?
Like, you're going to trip. Popping lock-in.
What's that?
The volume. I have the volume off so I can just look at the, the videography part of it, and it's well shot. Like, Okay. Oh no, he don't got the old style boom box in the house.
Oh yes, it's super cool. It's like it's really like 90s throwback, and you know, we take a journey through different music players from different generations, and there's a little version of me and a little child version of my producer, and it's a whole head trip. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now when you're, and I'm just like, I'm loving the colors. I'm loving the, yeah, okay. So y'all definitely got to check out the music video for Basics for Breakfast. So what are some of your other social media handles that you want to give everyone to check you out on?
Word. I'm just Ariel Indigo everywhere. So yeah, just like you said, it's ERIELINDIGO, Ariel Indigo on Instagram and all the other things. And I really want to encourage people also to like get on Spotify and their like streaming services and play the song and add it to their playlists too, because I dropped the song and the video at the same time, and I think like a lot of the blog coverage all went just straight to the video, you know? It's crazy when you do that at the same time. It's just like, oh my God, everyone's like, video, 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 and then the song can get lost. That's a weird thing.
Oh, okay. Well, the video ain't getting lost because it already has over 13,000 views, and you just dropped it. So the video ain't getting lost. They loving that. They loving the video. That's for sure. You know, sometimes music videos bring the song to life even more. So when you hear it, it's one thing, but when you see the theatrics that goes with the video, it's like you can almost understand, the meaning behind the music even more. I love what I'm seeing right now. That's what's up.
Most definitely, yeah. I'm like an audio visual artist, so I hate to even put a song out without a video because I see the video for everything and I write and direct all of them myself. So, I'm like, yes. You should check out the one that came before that, Renegades. It's the video for it is a lot more like raw and like punk rock, but it's like super political. I think you like it.
What's it called? Let me go to your video.
Renegade.
What's it called? Renegade. Oh, right here. Oh, you don't be playing with these daggone videos, y'all. She's not playing. Y'all got to go check out her music videos. So make sure you play her music on Spotify. Make sure you download it. I always tell listeners and stuff, when you hear a song that you like by an artist, be a blessing to them by purchasing their music, or like you said, adding it, using Spotify or whatever to add it to your playlist. Like, it makes us feel so good when we get a royalty statement and we see, that someone bought the song, or we go to our streaming and see and people really been playing it. Like, that makes us feel good. So help us out, help us out.
Yeah, help us out. I gotta hear your music. I'm excited now that I know I'm being interviewed by another artist.
Yeah, I have a song called Superwoman Remix. So if you look at my name on YouTube, Patricia M. Goins, you'll see it. So I'm curious.
Is it rap and hip hop? I mean, is it rap and singing?
So I have two versions. One version is just with me singing, and then I have another version called Superwoman that there's rappers on. So I actually have two versions of the song. Mm-hmm. I have two versions. So let's get back to you, though, because this is all about you. This is about you. So how has L.A. treated you as far as the music industry goes?
Well, I think, when I came here, I came here to make hip-hop, and I was met with, a lot of resistance at first, but it might have just been the timing. I don't know. People just weren't quite ready for me yet, I think, and I was really, pushed hard into just singing, and also, the timing for, it wasn't a very revolutionary time. So when you're a revolutionary spirit and you're already, and and you're all rowdy, and you want to talk about revolutionary things, but the whole, culture isn't in kind of a state of flux or revolution, and a lot of that music isn't being made. It's like, there are ears for it, that, the rebel ears, but like in the mainstream, there's no availability for it, So if you come right into it, it's like, oh, don't say that, be accessible, So I think initially I was met with like a lot of resistance and like kind of, people trying to put me in a box and make me accessible and yeah. So, but I really value like everything that I learned, because if that hadn't happened, then I don't think that I would have learned so much about like song structure and like writing pop music and like that kind of stuff that I really had no interest in. And now like I feel like I know how to make, like really accessible bangers, and I bring it back to like the hip hop that I actually came here to make, and it's of service to that, so I have no regrets.
I love one of your lyrics in the song. I eat basics for breakfast and bitches for brunch. I love that. And
basics for breakfast and bad bitches for brunch.
Bad bitches for brunch.
Yeah, and it's meant to be like everyone singing it, It's not like, I eat basics for breakfast. It's like, no, everyone, we're all singing it together. The I is a communal I. Every girl is singing it. No one is actually a basic. We're just pointing fun at these ridiculous things.
Yeah, you said any woman can sing this because we are all powerful, unique, beautiful forces in our own right. You better say that. You better say that. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, once again, do you have a website?
Yep, it's www.arielindigo.com. Just like everything else.
Okay. I love it. So definitely y'all have to go to her. Definitely Spotify, of course. We're pushing all that. But you definitely got to go check out the videos. That's why everybody is on YouTube. Because these videos are so beautiful. Oh, I'm looking at one that's called Wonderland, and I'm just like, oh, my goodness. You better go on with your bad self. Oh, yeah. I
there's some weird old stuff in there for people to dive into. At one point I was like, I wonder if I should take the old stuff down. And I was like, no. I will leave it there. And for people to be like, why were you making this before and now you're making this? Just like you said, how music, they want you, just be like this. And I'm like, well, I can make anything. And they, kind of made me make that. Well, they didn't make me make that. I love everything that I made. It was just, I am growing more fully into what I want to make. I'm like, oh, yes, I am free. I am working with someone who will let me do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I still push stuff that I made a long time ago. This is what I tell artists. If you don't have 15, 20 million views on your YouTube, then everybody hasn't seen it. So some people won't see some of your old stuff until they discover you. And then once they discover you, then they want to go through and look at everything you ever did. And I'm telling y'all, when I'm looking at these videos, you're going to want to see everything she's ever done. So, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I am so glad I got the opportunity to talk to you, and I can't wait till we get off the phone because I'm about to go through these videos. I'm loving this whole, the Wonderland got me really stuck. Like, your graphics is on point.
That one is a weird one, dude. You're going to love it. You should check out Innocence. You're going to trip on Innocence. You'll love that one. But watch it. But Basics for Breakfast, I think, I don't know. They're all good. Whatever. They're all cool. Yeah, I'm proud.
So do you have all your music like on a CD? Are you releasing like actual physical copies, or are you doing everything digital?
I'm not doing physical copies right now, but I'm going to have the full album printed on vinyl for sure. So I'm dropping, this is like Okay, so I dropped off this new album, Renegades, and then Basics for Breakfast, and then the next one, Wasted, will be coming out in April. And I think I'm just going to keep teasing people with singles until, like, late in the year, and then drop the album, and then I'll get it printed on vinyl.
And so this is the album Angels and Aliens. Is that album?
Yeah, Angels and Aliens. Although I really want to call the album Angels, Aliens, Monsters, and Gods. But I don't know.
Okay.
Might be too long, but that's really what it should be called.
Okay. All right, then. All right. Well, I absolutely am glad. The one thing I love about doing these interviews is that it opens me up to different types of music. It introduces me to artists that I didn't even know about. And I actually shared your music video in one of my groups that I own on Facebook called the Atlanta Music Industry. Now the music MUSIC is usually how I spell, but I had to be different, so I had to turn the S to a Z. But it's Atlanta
of course, that's
Music
how I
Industry.
spell it too.
Yeah,
we must be soul
so
sisters.
I posted it in there.
Oh, thank you so much.
Video in there. And I also posted it in the Ohio Music Industry group so that other people can check you out, and then after this show airs, they'll be able to really understand your personality. The cool thing about interviews is that it allows the audience to get to know the artist. So now they have a piece of your personality, and they can feel more connected to your music and to your videos because they know they have a little bit of the personality of Ariel Indigo. So I love it. I love it. I love your perky attitude. And I love that you don't mind stepping out the box and being different. Like that's what we need right now. So
thank you so much. I can't wait to hear your stuff. And you're in Atlanta?
Not now. I used to live in Atlanta for like 20 years, but now I'm in my hometown of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
So
everybody rerouted to the hometowns.
You know what? That may be something that's a flux. Sometimes there's a flux of everybody moving to LA, Atlanta, whatever, and then there might be another flux of people coming back home.
That's what just happened with COVID. Everybody went back home.
Everybody went home.
Except for me. I'm still fucking here.
You said you're originally from New York? Is that where you're originally from?
No, I'm originally from Northern California, a little town called Nevada City. Up in the foothills of Northern California, that and New York. I grew up in both.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. You sound like my kids. My kids grew up in Chicago and Atlanta and Ohio. We all around the world.
Oh, good. They cultured. They know what's going on. They're like, I know what it's like in the country, and I know what it's like in the city. I know how to deal with these
So, as we get ready to roll out of here, if you could give a little bit of advice to an upcoming artist, anything that you want, what kind of advice would you give them?
I think the best advice I could give, just from a spiritual place, and for the artistry and the health of your self and your spirit and artistry, is to make the music that you want to make. Find the people who will let you make the music you want to make. Be as weird as you could possibly be. Not trying to be weird, but just the absolute version of you that you absolutely are, as genuine as possible. And don't try to put yourself in a box, because it'll just come out as something maybe kind of cool but generic. And it's so much cooler to just drive right into making, just the coolest, weirdest, absolutely most outlandish, absolutely you thing that you can make. That, and get a lawyer and learn the music business and own your music and know what's going on so that you don't get, what'd effed.
Right. Right.
Y'all.
I love it. And your music is available for purchase on all platforms?
Yep. True that.
Okay. All righty then. So make sure that you check out Basics for Breakfast by Ariel Indigo, and make sure you check out her YouTube channel. Check her out on Spotify. She's all over the place, y'all. She's here for you. Twitter, Facebook. She said anywhere you look up Ariel Indigo, and I'm there. So we're going to roll on out of here. We playing your song for anybody who didn't catch it the first or the second time. Here's your third time. I appreciate you for stopping by, and I wish you nothing but success as you continue to move forward in your career.
Thank you so much, love.
You're so very, very welcome. All right, y'all, so we're about to play Basics for Breakfast. Because what? Because we eat and have the kids. When we trip it, y'all.
Talk about a lot of shit. My goals high as the tallest mountains. My mind, she don't wanna quit. I'ma climb up to the Hall of Fame, counting dollars on some baller shit. Free solo to the top and take your Grammys like I'm a robber bitch. White collar shit. Scream YOLO, but I think every life's another quick change on the stage. A fate to reincarnate on an opposite. Ride from whence we came, flip side of another shame. We play the game the same way, but with a different name, skin, and etiquette. Benefits, deficits, and prejudice of who we might have seen as our arch nemesis. With a bit more karma, hitchhike from our last life to the backside of our mastermind. Too bad we blind our third eye to calcify by fluoride to remember shit. Okay, yes, I will admit, I do like to talk a little bit. I bet you wish women were quiet, but listen, I could give a I've been through some shit, I've had one too many lessons. I lasted to get the fuck off of my case. Out in my face, still living my best. Let's say I'm an ace. Taste it, I eat basic for breakfast and bad bitches for brunch. I'm on some next show. I'm not long, I had a daughter with Madonna and a trap called Quest. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Don't need no bodyguards at my back. Batman just got some camouflage. Don't want no diamonds on my neck. I'd rather have an entourage. No money in the bank, 'cause my soul is rolling gold and my spirit is older than the rhymes they roll on ancient souls. Don't need no vacay out in Boca. I need Kundalini yoga. We need Trump and Pizza. Need that bitch to smoke some DMT. I'd take my showers in platinum powder if I hadn't blown all my loot on my first album. Magnum, ketamine, and Valium. I tried to steal Beyonce right about from under Jay-Z. Turn her spicy so my team could slay and make her my fiance. Pray at her pussy like it's the entrance to Eden, and she can tip that big black hat while I'm eating my way to heaven. I tour the world high as U.S. debt on a private jet, making groupies wet with no regrets, blazing placing young money bets, making Republicans run for me when I run for president. But face it, man, I don't rake it in like a feminine Eminem. Yeah. Okay, yes, I will admit, I do like to talk a little bit. I bet you wish women were quiet, but listen, I could give a fuck. I've been through some shit, I've had one too many lessons. I lasted to get the fuck off of my case. Out in my face, still living my best. Let's say I'm an ace. Taste it, I eat basic for breakfast and bad bitch for brunch. I'm on some next. I'm not long, I had a daughter with Madonna and a trap called Quest. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Ooh, somebody come and stop me now. I'm breaking down the barriers. I sound like a tsunami now. Ooh, how many times can I still out? I'm waiting for my chariot and down, bow down, give me my crown. Ooh, somebody come and stop me now. I'm breaking down the barriers. I sound like a tsunami now. Ooh, how many times can I still out? I'm waiting for my chariot